pleasant day to everyone. I am Abigail USODE and my topic for today's video is input subsystem of milk. So let's define first what is input subsystem. So input subsystem is the first subsystem from which all other agribusiness subsystems emanate. This includes all the resources involved in producing farm commodities such as seed, fertilizer, machinery, fuel, and credit. And these inputs are manufactured, imported, or distributed. So next, let's define agricultural commodities. Agricultural commodities includes plant and animal products and their byproducts. So this connects also to the commodity marketing system, which encompasses all the participants in the production, processing, and marketing of undifferentiated or unbranded farm products. This also includes farm inputs, suppliers, farmers, storage operators, processors, wholesalers, and retailers that involved in the flow of the commodity from initial inputs to the final consumers. So one of the agricultural commodities is dairy. Dairy commodities is a collective term to dairy-based products which are being traded on exchanges around the world. This includes milk, whey, cheese, and butter. The significance of dairy to rural agricultural economy cannot be overstated. American dairies provide a vital source of income to rural families. The overwhelming majority of dairy farms are family-owned and operated, keeping earnings in rural areas and stimulating the rural economy. So I choose milk as my agricultural commodity. Milk is produced daily and therefore can provide a regular cash income. The farm gate milk price can be based on the milk's compositional quality and the time of the year. The average Philippine milk production per animal is 8 liters per day remains low mainly due to poor feed and management practices compounded with the high production costs and lack of adequate dairy infrastructure. Local production declined by 1.5% and imports up by more than 3%, and exports up by around 44% respectively. For 2021, imports of milk and dairy products increased by more than 3%. The flow chart shown in the screen is the input subsystem of milk. Although milk has been produced and processed in the Philippines for a long time, the country does not have a strong dairy tradition. Climate and ecology are not very favorable for high yields. Moreover, policies have been erratic and the country has not used the momentum towards dairy development like some of its neighbors. This report reviews the current state of the dairy sector with a view to developing vision for the future. Dairy sector fragmentation is partly due to the fact that the country is an archipelago with different ecological and demographic conditions. Good markets and favorable ecology often do not come together. The report analysis selected aspects of production systems, value chains, and management, particularly focusing on roles of public and private sector. The country should consider the variation as strength and not as weakness, and focus on use of its public resources for development of dairy sector that mainly produces local meat for local markets rather than trying to become self-sufficient in milk products that can be imported much more cheaply. The country has much to gain from taking development of its dairy sector seriously. Government should become a facilitator rather than being directly in charge of services like cattle imports, insemination services, and research and education. That's all for my report. Thank you for listening and happy holidays!